Hey guys, welcome back to Dirt Road Barbecue. I'm Jake Corson, and this weekend we're on vacation in Deep Creek, Maryland. What's Maryland known for? Blue crab. But sadly, all the people at the store said your old lady was down here on a bachelor party and she took all the crabs home with her. So, arg, SpongeBob! We're doing lobsters. And we're doing a big seafood boil. So, in the name of vacation, let's get some seafood in this pot. Alright guys, these taters and sausage have been on here for a little bit now. Now we're going to get ready to throw these chunky boys in the bath. Alright, so here we go. Dunking these suckers in there. One after another. Those bands off of them. Probably should have cleared those off before I started the video, huh? And one last one. And now, let these guys go. They're about 1.25 pounds a piece, so we're gonna plan on probably like 12 to 15, maybe a couple more minutes than that. And we'll be right back. Our water's boiling, and we're getting ready to start this. What am I going in with? Once again, I'm going in the Bayou Blend. Oh, you're doing lobsters. You can't make a Cajun boil with lobsters. Watch me, government. We're going in with a bunch of this Bayou Blend. Get that out of there. And that'll work. Potatoes going first. Not a whole lot of potatoes. When you have lobster and shrimp and sausage, potatoes are... everybody's maybe gonna have one of them. So we go in with those potatoes. And then we'll go in with this smoked sausage. One at a time, don't splash yourself. You don't want to go home with burn marks, you know. We're on vacation. We're trying not to go to the hospital this week. Not saying it won't happen, but at least go to the hospital doing something cool on the boat, jets, you know, skiing behind it or something. Don't get burned putting some smoked sausage into your boil. Won't be something cool to tell your buddies when you go home. So we're going to continue to drink beer, and we'll be back when we put the next thing in this pot. We're going to let this go for probably about 15-20 minutes. Alright guys, these taters and sausage have been on here for a little bit now. Now we're going to get ready to throw these chunky boys in the bath. Alright, so here we go. Dunking these suckers in there. One after another. Those bands off of them. Probably should have cleared those off before I started the video, huh? And one last one. And now, let these guys go. They're about 1.25 pounds a piece, so we're gonna plan on probably like 12 to 15, maybe a couple more minutes than that, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so right before these lobsters are just about finished up, we're gonna go in here with our corn, throw them right in here, right at the end of this boil. They're not gonna take long. We're gonna dunk them. We're gonna grab our handy dandy spatula, move them down in there in that boil. And then I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna enjoy this Natty Light for about 30 seconds to a minute. That'll do. Then I'm gonna grab these crab legs, which they're already done. They're just going in to warm up, basically. Dump them in. And then I've got a pound of raw shrimp. And I'm gonna dump them in here. Let them guys all swim together. And then, well, first I'm gonna dunk them before I cut that boil. Make sure all that gets down in that boil. So she's heating up. Mix this around real good. Make sure that corn, shrimp, and crab legs are under the water, so they're soaking up all that seasoning and everything we have down in there. Yep. And then I'm gonna cut that boil. And then we're just gonna let it sit for a while that cools down, and those shrimp are gonna pinken up in there, and that corn's gonna soften up. Those crab legs are gonna warm up, and those lobsters are gonna finish off cooking in there with just warm water. It doesn't have to be at a boil. Everything's still cooking in there. And that's plenty. So we're just gonna sit here and be patient for a couple minutes while this finishes. You know, maybe 5 minutes while this water cools down. And then we're gonna take her all up to the table and get her a nice spread out. And then we're gonna eat until we can't move, and then probably drink more Natty Light. So come on back when we spread her on out. All right, guys, so here we are. It's all done, and we're about to dump all this shit out and friggin' fill our faces. There goes some potatoes on the floor. That's all right. Hunter's our alley-oop guy. And just like that, a bunch of people are eating tasty ass shit. Check this shrimp out, just for a little clip right at the end of the video. Nice and easy. Look at that peel. Dunk it in this freaking blue collar killer. Shit. That'll do.